Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here on this July 22nd. We are at 6:30 on the dot this morning, and it's time for a look at that weather with Megan Dusmal today. It's hot, Megan. It just is.
That's it. It's hot, period.
It's hot, period. It's steamy, period. There you go. That's the forecast.
I'll add another word into the forecast as well, and that's drier. Hey, there's a good little trend, right? I know we've been very rainy for the past several days, but we're finally getting a little bit of a break as we're heading into the middle of the work week. But as Amelia mentioned, it's hot, so let's go into those temperatures. We're looking at mostly the 70s this morning, 75 degrees in Monticello, but our more northern counties a little bit cooler as you travel towards Louisa. 63 degrees, 64 in Logan. High temperatures for the day are in the upper 80s, low 90s, so it will be a little bit warmer of a day. But humidity will build as we're heading into the next 2, so keep that in mind. It's going to be hot and humid. We're looking at nice and clear skies this morning, just partly cloudy conditions, and we'll see mostly sunny skies as we head into the afternoon, hitting that high temperature around 4 p.m. Amelia.
Wolf County search and rescue team saved someone who fell off a cliff. They say the man went into the woods on Thursday night and was reported missing on Friday. He fell more than 50 feet, then tumbled off several smaller cliffs. Crews found him after hearing his cries for help. He was badly injured, but rescuers got him out and to a hospital. Police are investigating the death of a 15-year-old boy in Rowan County. They tell us the boy, Luis Jackson Nunez Lopez, was shot and killed by Gildardo Martinez early Sunday morning. Through an arrest citation, we've learned Martinez was the boyfriend of Lopez's mother. Alyssa Williams was in Moorhead, speaking with police and neighbors to place together exactly what happened.
There's still a lot of work to do to make sure that we get some justice for this family.
Moorhead Police Chief Derek Blevins says the Moorhead community is in mourning after 15-year-old Luis Joson Nunez Lopez was shot and killed inside his home early Sunday morning. Police say Lopez was shot by his mother's boyfriend, Gildardo Martinez, after Martinez tried to sexually force himself on Lopez's mother. Police share that Lopez was trying to intervene.
It's tragic that this 15-year-old was trying to take up for his mom.
Police say Lopez's mother grabbed his 2 youngest siblings and yelled at Lopez's 12-year-old sister to run. The family ran from the home, and police say Martinez ran after them. At some point, police say he shot Lopez's 12-year-old sister as well. Then the search for Martinez began. Just a few doors down from where the shooting took place, Star Monifove says that she heard a loud banging at her door. That was police trying to wake her up to start evacuating her and her children from their home.
I thought he was under the house the entire time, but he wasn't. He was in the bushes. And once I found that out, I was very thankful to God that he was on the outside and didn't try to break in to evade police.
Monifove says they arrested Martinez right there in her yard. They then took her and her children to the police station for their safety and for questioning. It was there where she got to speak with Lopez's mom.
She was very distraught. She was very upset. She kept saying, my babies, my babies. My 2 older children, my son is on the floor, my daughter, I don't know. I cried because it is such a tragedy, it's such a loss of innocent life.
Martinez was charged with murder, assault, and attempted rape. The 12-year-old girl is currently in the hospital. In Rowan County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Martinez was arraigned in Rowan County District Court yesterday morning and has a $1 million bond. He has a preliminary hearing scheduled for next Tuesday. Well, Kentucky State Police are investigating an in-custody death in Pulaski County. Deputies say they tried to serve an arrest warrant on 47-year-old Brian Turner Friday. Before he could be taken into custody, investigators say Turner ingested a large amount of suspected meth. He was taken to Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital and died the next day. An autopsy was conducted yesterday, and toxicology results are still pending. In Campbell County, Tennessee, 2 deputies were assaulted while searching for a runaway juvenile. The sheriff's office says they found the teen Thursday on Ivy Hollow Road with 2 men, Dalton Clear and John Garner. They were both arrested. While being taken to jail, deputies say Clear became aggressive and started headbutting the patrol car cage. He was taken to the hospital complaining of head pain, and the 2 deputies were injured during that incident. A protest in Harlem could have turned violent after attendees say an 18-year-old pointed a gun at them. Protesters with the Kentucky Resist group say they were standing near Main Street when Marcus Slusher showed up. Protesters say Slusher joined a counter-protester toward the end of their event and began yelling. Members with the group began walking back to their cars near the Harlem Center when they say Slusher drove by several times.
Flipped us off as he passed us, and then kind of hung out in the parking lot for a while, and then several minutes later came past us out of the parking lot, and as he came past us, he brandished a rifle out his open window and yelled at one of the protesters, "I'm exercising my Second Amendment."
No one was injured. Slusher is charged with terroristic threatening and menacing. A woman is facing her second DUI charge after a rollover crash in Laurel County. Deputies say 35-year-old Tiffany Renee Thompson flipped her vehicle on Kentucky 1376 Saturday afternoon. The sheriff's office says she showed signs of impairment and admitted to using meth the day before. Thompson was arrested at the scene and taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. A Bell County man is accused of damaging critical infrastructure in Pineville. Police say 55-year-old David Gambrell was found with severed AT&T lines in his truck Saturday evening. Officers say the lines had been reported damaged earlier in the day. Gambrell is charged with criminal mischief and is being held in the Bell County Detention Center. One of President Donald Trump's signature accomplishments in the Big Beautiful Bill. Some in the healthcare industry are concerned about cuts to Medicaid, especially in rural areas. We talked to leaders with Big Sandy Healthcare yesterday about just that.
Well, I think any time that the conversation shifts towards, reducing or limiting some access to Medicaid coverage, I think it gets our attention because we serve so many patients who have Medicaid as their payer source. And, when we think about our mission of providing accessible, affordable, high-quality care close to home, we do that without regard to people's insurance coverage. And so, I just envision us, we're going to be there for people no matter what challenges that come up. We're going to continue doing what we've been doing for decades, and that's providing care to folks when they need us.
And we do have that full interview from Issues and Answers with more about the future of rural health care and some projects happening at Big Sandy Healthcare on our website, WYMT.com. Tornado survivors in southern Kentucky are running out of time to apply for FEMA aid. That deadline, tomorrow, July 23rd. FEMA has already approved more than $2.6 million in housing and other types of assistance to 481 households. If you haven't applied yet, you can go to a disaster recovery center or visit disasterassistance.gov. The deadline to apply for FEMA assistance for April's flooding is coming up this week. People impacted by that flood have until this Friday, that's July 25th, to apply. Anybody who sustained damage or loss caused by the severe storms, straight-line winds, flooding, landslides, and mudslides are encouraged to sign up. Well, the Trump administration is moving forward with a critical flash flood risk database. That's according to a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration official. This database would, for the first time, take climate change into account when making precipitation frequency estimates. It would help people understand their risk for flash flooding and assist civil engineer, designers, and builders with construction and infrastructure projects. Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams was in Washington, D.C. yesterday. He joined a panel at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce on human trafficking to discuss Kentucky Business Against Trafficking, a program he launched earlier this year. He says it's a statewide initiative all about working with high-foot traffic businesses, making sure they can recognize the signs of human trafficking and report it.
The issue is just simply awareness. People doom scroll all day and they feel so powerless and they're suffering from compassion fatigue and they just don't know how to help anymore. They feel so overwhelmed by all that's going on in the world. And this is an issue where we don't want to overwhelm them with one more thing, but we want to show them that you can be part of the solution because
he says they're already partnered with more than 1,000 businesses and are now offering private trainings. Groups throughout Kentucky are discussing the future of the state's energy grid. Dependable Power First Kentucky, a group focused on affordable, reliable electricity, recently hosted a meeting in Western Kentucky. They're raising concerns about increasing electricity rates, partly due to energy demands from new data centers. The group is urging Kentuckians to contact elected leaders if they expect to be impacted. A new report also says Kentucky's reliance on coal has helped keep electricity prices lower than other states during the last 20 years. Well, students will now have more opportunities to develop their music skills at Hazard High School. Band director Jordan Bogus applied for the Steel Reese Foundation grant, receiving $25,000 for new instruments. She says the first step is replacing the marching drums, which could have a cost of up to $13,000.
There are studies that show that students who participate in music they score higher on ACT, on SAT tests. So these national college prep tests, they score higher, especially in the fields of math and reading. It helps them with just confidence.
Bogus says she hopes to have the new drum equipment by homecoming. She says the remainder of the grant dollars will go to new wind instruments for the Band of Gold.
We are still seeing that dense and patchy fog this morning, with the densest fog as we're traveling to portions of Williamsburg. So please be careful as you're heading out and turn on those low beams if you are going through any patches of fog. Now we are staying nice and clear this morning. No rain in the forecast, just some partly cloudy skies. Looking at mostly sunny skies as we head into the main portion of your day. Current temperatures are sitting in those upper 60s and low 70s. Not too bad of a start to your day, but it will warm up into the upper 80s and low 90s. So it's going to be hot. Stay hydrating. Staying hydrated will be important. Here's a look at that travel forecast for you today. Again, foggy start to your day with temperatures in the low 70s. Then as we head into about noon, we're looking at the upper 70s and low 80s. And this evening, we'll be looking at the mid to upper 80s with mostly sunny skies. Amelia.
Well, thanks for joining us at 6:40.